show up today, show up for yourself, show up for everyone, but most of all, show up for you and accept things are gonna be perfectly imperfect. Now, I could have easily not done this video. My hair's not even brushed yet. Yeah, I have shoved a bit of makeup on after a quick workout, but I haven't even had a shower, to be honest, yet. I've got mess behind me, creased bed sheets. You're lucky it's even made. It's got my Squats and Sparkles pillow, but the most important thing is that I've shown up for you today because it's Friday whilst I'm recording this, and I always do a vlog on a Friday, Monday and Wednesday on Friday, but I am trying to show up more even then, but that's what I've committed to. And there's a real power, but sometimes it can feel really hard to show up, especially when we've got so much going on in our lives. We often let ourselves down and we can be unreliable to others. I know this because I know how much of a natural perfectionist I am, but that's something that I've totally gotten ridden of in my adult years, because I've had to accept that raw is sometimes better, that sometimes people just want the real you, however you come. I've shown up to photo shoots with my friend Sammy Butterfly Photography when my makeup was all run through anxiety and crying and hyperventilating. I still showed up for that photo shoot. Granted, I wasn't my best self, and sometimes you need to have a bit of a rest, but as long as you're surrounded by good, supportive people, now's the time to always show up, because you will regret what you haven't done. You won't regret what you've tried. At least you've tried. Yes, we all fail. Yes, we all make mistakes. I make mistakes daily. Life is a journey, but I'm proud that I can always show up, and I will always show up for myself, and I definitely always show up for others. It's actually myself that I've been having to learn to show up for more, because I naturally go to an inclination of like self-loathing and self-harm. That's my natural inclination. That's why I have to fill it with positivity all the time. But I know by doing simple actions, scripting my life in a way, I'm not saying you can script it, I know what's going to happen in the future. No, I'm no mind reader. But the night before, I always write down what I'm going to do the next day. So I set my intentions. So come rain or shine or whatever, if I've committed to it, I will be there. And it will take a lot. It'll be real extenuating circumstances if I can't be there. And that's the one thing that people have always said about me, is that we know you'll be reliable. And it's quite hard sometimes to be a reliable person when I'm dyslexic, and I can be a bit, but I will always show up, because I've really accepted, and this is why I use the hashtag perfectly imperfect, and I love you to embrace that motto, use that hashtag too, because life is perfectly imperfect, and it's when we strive for this perfection and feel like nothing is ever enough that actually we live in this state of like unhappiness and always striving for more, striving for better, when some days it's just about showing up. It's not even like making sure that you're this perfect product, that I do the perfect video. Do you get what I mean? If I'd spent all morning ironing this, whatever you call duvet cover, clearing everything up, doing my hair, I probably wouldn't have shown up, because I've got lots on to do. Do my mental health studies today. I've got phone calls to do for my work, and I've got social media coaching clients. I've got all sorts on today, but I will always show up, and it's very rare for me when I don't. That's why somebody knows something's really wrong. And that's why you've got to invest in yourself and invest in others too, because there's such a power these days in being reliable. People always strive for more, and they strive for better. So we have shiny I can't speak, but I'm not going to delete. I'm going to carry on. Shiny object syndrome, where we're always looking at like, oh, well, that's a better opportunity, or, oh, like you might be dating and, oh, well, that looks a bit better, that human being. No, they're humans. But anyway, we have that shiny object syndrome, and the grass is always greener. Do you know, there's always more opportunities. But sometimes just the simplicity of showing up each day. And there are ways that you can do this better. So you can script your day the night before. What are your goals the next day? Stick to your intentions. If you said you get up at a certain time, get up at that time. Book in all the things in the morning where you're most productive. I always say it is so true, whether you feel like you're a night owl or not, most people get their work done first thing in the day. Anyway, I better go. Live that perfectly imperfect life. Peace, love, and shimmies.